Alright, here we are within a how to snowball your lead guide. We got me playing a collie here, and this is just a game to show you how you can take your lead and use it to pressure games to end them before 30 minutes. I gotta be a little quieter for this when people are sleeping, so I apologize if my voice quality isn't the greatest. So I'm against a Veigar here, and I mean, as far as I recall, not a lot happens pre-6. I'm just trying to farm, I'm like doing my best to get the CS I can. Now with a Collie, the one thing, before I start fast forwarding this, the one thing you gotta know is you're never gonna get perfect CS in a Collie. And that's one thing, if you're gonna play this champion, that's one thing you gotta know. So you gotta make sure that the ones you can't get are overshadowed by all the ones you can. You wanna make sure you can get as close to perfect as you can, because any good player will pressure you off as much as they can. Alright, with that said, I'm just going to bring this up just a little bit faster because, I mean, not a whole lot happens early game as a colleague. I mean, yeah, I can harass them here and there, do stuff like that, but it doesn't matter a whole lot. So I'm going to bring this up to about 4 minutes, and we're going to slow it down and then just look at the map state, then I'm going to speed it up again. Okay, so I went a little bit aggressive there. I couldn't pick anything up. Took a tower shot, actually, but I'm healing up fine. Okay. Alright, so we're around 4 minutes in now. Okay, so I'm just going to look at this. Okay, so right now I'm ahead in CS, not by a lot, but I mean it's something. It's 8, which is really good. Now at this point in the game, I'm telling myself like I'm up a wave and a third of minions. I'm up a full wave plus 2, which is really really good for 4 minutes. So automatically I know that I'm crushing this lane already. So just seeing that gives me the mindset that this guy isn't the greatest, and then I can abuse that to get a strong lead and get ahead as quick as possible. So ideally what I want to do, and I think is what I do, is get a kill as soon as I hit 6. So again, let's speed it up and bring it up till when I can hit 6. And we're just going to be focusing mainly on me this game, not too much on anything else. Yeah, so I notice right now he keeps wanting to try to back, so I'm shoving him in. The second I see him try to back the first time, I stop his back. Then I see him try to back again, so I shove this wave in. Now he's going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to lose 5 minions. And this looks like a good opportunity for either me to take something or back. Yeah, so I'm going to back. That's a smart idea. I might have enough for a revolver. Now, as a collie, yeah. Okay, so I bought a revolver. As a collie, the one main goal I have is to always either back with level 6 or back with revolver. Ideally revolver, because it's such a huge power spike on this champion. And you'll see why the second I hit level 6, maybe even before then, if I can get an auto attack off on the guy. As a matter of fact, I do. See, like that revolver, my Q auto did half his health. It's ridiculous what you can do. All right, so again, now we're 6. Now we can start looking to play aggressive. Now the thing is with Veigar is he's pretty good at countering tower dives because of his E, but I played the matchup enough to know that I can like how to use my W to get over it. See, the thing is there, I could have ignited him, but he has barrier, and I knew he had barrier, so that's why I didn't ignite there. But either way, I send him out of lane, and he's going to lose all these creeps for this, which again is even further surmounting my lead. So let's take a look at it now. So before, at 4 minutes, it was an 8 CS advantage. So 3 minutes and 20 seconds later, not even half the amount of time is, or not even, yeah, so not even 3 minutes later, I now have 20 CS on him, 21 CS on the guy, 50 to 29. So I'm super ahead. Now knowing like one kill is around, I'd say like 16 to 18 CS. So I have like a kill and a half on this dude just based on CS alone, which is really damn good. Now, I noticed the Rengar's caught out here, so I quickly go and I pick up the kill. I'm just going to rewind this quickly to show exactly what's going on in the map here. Okay, so we got people spamming here. I know that he's walking up this way because Leona's right there, so I just hit the plant, and I mean it's a free kill. There's no doubt about it. And I mean, yeah, it's a kind of cheesy first kill, but you take what you get. If someone's being stupid like that and gets caught, you gotta capitalize on it. Now I remember saying just ignore the Braum, go for Triss. This Triss is so low and she's a much more guaranteed kill. So that's what I do. I pick up a free Triss kill. And I'm pretty sure, so Braum sticks around, and I'm pretty sure I stick around to kill him too. Let's find out. Okay, actually, let me slow this down real quick. No, so I'm gonna back. Okay, so now on that back, I was able to pick up a longsword and a vamp scepter, so I'm doing pretty good. Now, ideally, a 15-minute gunblade is decent. Anything before a 12-minute gunblade means you're super ahead. So my goal is every game to try to get a gunblade before 12 minutes, and if I can do that, then I can reliably snowball most of my games. And right now, I'm super ahead. My CS isn't the greatest, but I mean it's double his, so that's one good thing. But it's not, you know, the numbers themselves aren't that high. Okay, let me pull that back real quick and show what I did to kill this guy real quick. Okay, so I threw the Q on him. This is called the double Q combo. I threw the Q on him. Now I wait for my Q cooldown to come back up. I ult him, auto him, instantly Q, auto again, and then I use my W blink to get over the Vagar thingy, the Vagar E W whatever it is, E I think. But yeah, the double Q combo was like Akali's bread and butter lane winning combo. If you can master the double Q on Akali, you can pretty much outtrade anyone in lane and pretty much one shot anyone in lane. Okay, so the Rengar comes after me. I'm just gonna rewind this a little bit because the spectator is so garbage. Alright. Yeah, Rengar's ulting for me. I know he's ulting for me. Or no, he's not ulting for me. He's walking towards me. Okay, so I know I can kill this guy. So I Shroud, and I Q. I'm gonna Q hit, and then I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Now I can go for the kill. Double Q. Got 2 Qs off there. I was able to get the kill. So now I'm like, I have a ton of gold. I easily have Gunblade now. So I'm going to take these minions, and then the lane will be perfectly even. The lane is going to meet right in the middle, and it's going to be a reset lane, which is perfect. So now I'm 4-0 at 10 minutes. This is perfect. This is exactly where I want to be. And I decided to stay here. I have red buff. So I'm pretty sure my thought process here was I have red buff. I can one-shot this guy because I have 2 levels on him. And I'm pretty sure that's what I end up doing, actually. I'm waiting for cooldowns, waiting for Revolver. The big thing on Akali early is your damage is like almost doubled with the Revolver. It's ridiculous how much damage you can do when that passes up. I'm pretty sure I'm looking for the dive here. I don't know if I can get it, but that's what I'm trying to accomplish. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was able to abuse the red buff and get the free kill. I jumped to a minion. He walked up too far. I knew I was so far ahead that I could kill him while taking some tower shots. So the second he walked up outside of his tower, I just jumped to a minion, and pretty much I put him in the dirt. He had no real hope of getting out of that one. I'm way too far ahead at this point. So the thing is, like when you have a lead like this, or even a lead not as big as this, like even when I only had like 1, 2, or even 3 kills, like I was being super aggressive. I was pushing that lead. I wasn't sitting back waiting, waiting for my team to help me. I was making stuff happen on my own. Like right here. I didn't wait for my team to help me kill this Yasuo. I just did it. Do I get him here? Yeah, I do. Of course I did. I hate playing against Yasuo. I love killing that guy. So yeah, that's what I did. I take charge and I do stuff by myself. And that's the one thing I noticed that a lot of people is once they get a lead, they don't really know how to snowball it. And I mean, in order to get objectives like this, I'm pretty sure this is first tower. Yes, it is. In order to get objectives like this, you can't rely on having a super smart team that's going to rotate with you and follow you all the time. You have to take charge. You have to do these things yourself. That's what I do. I just kind of I'm a one-man army. I just try to focus on making plays and being super aggressive. As soon as I have the slightest lead on Akali, I try to abuse it. Now you can do this with any champion. It's not just Akali. Do I die here? No, he gets ignited. Pretty sure I get out of this too. Oh no, I ended up killing the Braum. Yeah, so I killed the Braum. He stuck around. There's not really much to say here. Like these kills, like the reason I'm getting them isn't because like of any mechanical outplays or anything like that. It's just because I'm super fed and they're overcommitting because I have low health. So there's not really much to say about those. At this point, I've already got the lead. Now, this is all about how to snowball your lead. This isn't really just about how to get a lead. It's more about what to do when you have one. So I was going to dive the Triss there. Rengar showed up, so I knew right away that'd be a pretty bad idea. I should recall here, as a matter of fact. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so now, in games like this, like there are some games where I'm like 8-0 and I'll get a death cap second. In games like this, I can't afford to get death cap second. I have to go hourglass second. The Trist is pretty strong. They have a Fed Rengar, and they have a Yasuo. Now, Yasuo is not doing too hot, but they're still all AD threats. Even Braum autos hurt, so getting the early armor from Seekers into Hourglass is really good because it just allows me to stay alive and make even ballsier plays to get what I need to get done. Okay, so now here let me rewind this because this is pretty cool what I'd end up doing here. Okay. So what ends up happening is Tristana jumps in. Okay, so I already know let me pause this for a second. I already know she wasted her jump. So this Tristana is 100% a free kill. She has no way to get out of this other than flash or ulti. Now, she doesn't have her flash up. She has heal. But her main escape is gone. So let's see what happens. So I jump to her, and immediately I'm stunned by Braum. So I'm getting CC'd a lot here. So the first thing I want to do is be able to just, get some breathing room. So I shroud here, and I wait for Triss to just separate from Braum just even a little bit. And I get out. So the thing is, with Akali, and with a bunch of other champions with targeted dashes, you can ward over the Wraith wall and then jump to a Wraith, and you'll have a free escape, more or less. And that's just what I did there. So I got out of that. Pretty close call. But the other thing I could have done, I could have tried to kill the Trist. Looking back at it, I think I should have, but doing what I did there was 100% the safer option. Because I could have been exhausted. Braum does have exhaust. There could have been a lot of things happening to me. So I'm glad that I did escape. But at the same time, like looking back, I could have easily killed Trist if I played it right. Again, see this is where Hourglass comes in handy as a really close 2v1 that I turned on its head with Hourglass, and then MF came and helped me secure the last kill, which was really good. And so now at this point, I'm thinking to myself that I'm super strong. So now I wanna look to do things. I don't just want to keep killing them. I want to do more than that. I know they have 2 dragons and we have none, and those are huge late game. So I want to try to make stuff happen as soon as I can and end this game before 30 minutes. Okay, so not too much to say there. I mean, I one-shot the Yasuo. He walked too far up. But I mean, I guess I could say one thing. The big thing to getting a lead and snowballing it is to learn what a mistake is and how to capitalize on it. So there, like, basically, the safe zone for this Yasuo would be like here, anywhere around the tower. He walked way up here, so he allowed me to get a kill on him, and that was a mistake that he made that I was able to capitalize on for some free gold. And since Braum and Veigar separated, I was able to kill them both. So now I'm looking, okay, this is a free tower, we should be able to get this. So what I'm doing here is proxying the wave, so our minions don't have any problems with their minions. Okay, I gotta fix spectator mode, hold on 1 second. Alright, so yeah, so now open up another tower. Okay, so now getting 2 mid towers is huge because it opens up all of this. All of this jungle is now a lot safer to be in because we have all of this open. So yeah, again, Yasuo makes a huge mistake. And I mean, this guy made a whole lot of mistakes this game. But all of them were pretty much just him walking too far out. I think I go down here. No, I don't actually. I use Hourglass perfect and I get out. Okay, so again, the Hourglass paying dividends here. In a lot of situations when I'm that far ahead, I like to go and get a what do you call it, death cap. But in this particular game, Hourglass is just so much more worth it. So again, now that I've got 2 mid towers, I'm gonna rotate bot and start pressuring other lanes. Akali isn't a great team fighter. Like, yeah, she can team fight, she can get stupid fed and get stupid pentakills and stuff like that, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go down here actually. Yeah, I do end up going down to the Rengar. It was close, but basically Akali is better played as a skirmisher. And in case you don't know what that means, it's pretty much like 2v2s, 3v3s, 1v2s, 1v3s, stuff like that. It's like small team fights, not straight 5v5s. And since Akali is better at skirmishes, she's also way stronger at split pushing a side lane. Because if you split push a side lane as Akali, you can, let's say for example, I come down here, okay? They can't send everyone after me, but they'll send maybe 1 or 2, maybe even 3. That means there's only 2 people or 3 people elsewhere on the map, whereas I have 4 people elsewhere on the map. So when I'm that fed, I can easily 1v2 and 1v3. I might die, but I have 4 other people that are pressuring elsewhere on the map for free because they have all of their resources down to kill me. So at this point in the game, it's evened out a little bit. Like if you look at the gold, we're only ahead by like 400. Now we're ahead by a little bit more. I was able to get a couple kills there. But I mean, their Rengar is really strong. Their Rengar is really, really, really scary. And they're all building, not all, but their main threat to me, their Rengar, building a lot of MR. He's got Merc Treads, now he's got Spirit Visage. So the third item I went for was, what do you call it, Void Staff. Because with Void Staff up, I can shred through their MR. And plus, Yasuo's got some MR, like he's getting even more MR. So it's an all-around great pickup. Alright, sorry about that. Some visual issues on my end, but should be fixed now, and we're back in it. Okay, so I know that I just picked up a couple off the map, but at this point, like I said, the gold, there really isn't a big gold difference. Even though I'm super fed, this game isn't over. So I have to make sure that I can do what I can with the lead I have to close it out. Because right now, it's still anybody's game. If they kill me, they can ace my team really easily. So what I'm doing here is I'm just abusing Akali's passive to take down the turrets as quickly as possible. Now I know here, I'm going to pause it real quick, that down here, they're pressuring. They're really fed Rengar, their biggest threat to me, and their Trist are here, and their Yasuo's up here. So with that information, I have vision on everybody. This tower gives vision to those two, Fiora gives vision to this guy, and I have vision to these two. So I know that these two are the only people here. And if I decide to make a play, I can do it safely knowing that I'm not going to get jumped on by any of these three because I have vision of all of them. So yeah, at this point, I decide that I really can't push this in because they have a lot of CC and I can easily die. So at this point, what I want to do is I want to capitalize on their aggression here. They pushed up pretty hard, and I want to see if I can make something happen because they did. At this point, this is a huge mistake. They overcommitted by doing this. They have no idea where I am on the map. They just saw me with this ward, but now they're out of position. Especially this Rengar. This Rengar should die. Yeah, and he's going to go down here. Perfect. I think I pick up the Trist. Yeah, I do. Okay. So yeah, I pick up both of them because that's a classic overstay. Just they got the tower because I made the mistake of staying too long top lane. But they made the mistake of staying too long, and because of that, because I took out their really fed jungler, look what I'm able to do. Pick up the Baron for free. So at this point, getting Baron is like the beginning of the end. Baron alone, I think, gives 3,000 or something gold worth of stats for everyone on the team. So immediately, the amount of gold you get in stats alone is huge. And I don't know if you've ever seen pro games or whatever, but they have this little bar at the top right corner. It's called the Baron Power Play bar, and basically it shows how much gold one team has gained over the other when they've had Baron. So let's say, for example, two teams are really even and one gets Baron. The team with Baron can then use their Baron to get a 4K gold lead, and it'll be displayed on the Baron Power Play screen. Baron is such a huge buff, it's ridiculous. And I know it's a scary objective and throws happen at it, but if you can safely get it, you can win games off of it. And getting Baron for me is at the beginning of the end. That means I can close this game out. So I was able to quickly pick off the Veigar and Hourglass. No, I don't go down here. I was able to flash onto the Yasuo because he was in a position that I could flash on. And now we can clean up the team fight, because even though we're not with the minions, so we're not using the Baron.minions, we have the stats the Baron gives us, the combat stats, and with those it allows us to win this team fight. At the same time that all of this is going on, we do have, we win this, and we got our Fiora pushing up top. So this is exactly what she should be doing. This is how you use Baron. These minions are monsters. They really can't be stopped unless the enemy team has good wave clear, which they really don't. The only wave clear they really have that's reliable is Veigar W, which isn't that good. So getting Baron allowed us to go from having a 600 gold lead 4 minutes ago to a 7,000 gold lead, which is massive. That's two and a half full completed items. So now my thought process is, okay, so what can I do? I don't have Baron anymore. What can I do to end this game? And immediately, I think top lane is my best bet. Veigar shows up top. He's a free kill. Rengar ults. I have to go down and help out the team. We were able to pick up the Tristan. Let me slow this down. I get exhausted. This is kind of bad, but I'm able to get out. Now, these Misfortune ults have been on point, which is really good. And now we're able to clean up. We're able to abuse the rest of the team for mispositioning. See right there, the guy walks up too close, gets me 2 kills. Let me rewind that just to show how big these mistakes can be. And I mean, you can do this on any mobile champion. It doesn't have to be a Kali. The minute someone walks up too far, this Veigar, I might be low health, but this Veigar walked up way too close. I'm super fed. I have Guardian Angel. I don't care if I die here. My goal is either to kill him or to get him low enough that my team can follow up. And by him walking up this far, like he's not only is he letting himself be killed, but I can use a follow-up dash to get to this guy. And that's exactly what happens. I kill him, jump right to Rengar, kill him. That's pretty well game. And from here we get inhib, get another inhib bot lane. Boom. Boom. Now at this point, alright, at this point I can end, but I just want to mess around a little bit. So just ignore this last piece. Like, I mean, I just mess around, try to get a couple more kills, pad my stats up a little bit before we end. Yeah, I could have ended like a good 20 seconds earlier, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. That's really what you do to snowball a lead and get the win. You want to look for towers first of all, because towers open up the map. After towers, the main thing you want to do is try to get picks that will lead to Baron. You get their jungler, especially if their jungler is ahead. If you get their jungler and your team is able to follow up, go do Baron. If you get 2 or 3 people, go do Baron. It's so strong, and if you use it right to push down lanes, have 4 people in one lane or 3 people, whatever, and then 1 person in the side lane, the amount of pressure you can exert is just unreal. And that's how quickly we closed out that game. At 20 minutes, this game was dead even. At 27 minutes, the game was 100% over, and we had more than 12,000 gold ahead.